We are nearly there with the funding for this year for our school activities, and thanks to all of the donations that have come through, people have sent on checks to me, given me money by hand, and so forth. And I have been sending it all through to Father Francis in Uganda. And I'm just going to share in this video the receipts from the purchases that were made so that people can kind of see a bit of the transparency. And if anybody is wondering, you're free to go over to Uganda and check with the primary school or check with the local bishop there in the diocese where Father Francis is, because we've got all the relevant approvals. But I kind of wanted to break down the finances of what we're doing with these children in Uganda. The cost of the school and the food for a full year for a child in primary school is approximately €123. So that will give the child primary education and food for the whole year. Then there is other fees that we resulted in, which were school books. So Father Francis does the purchase of the school books, a school bag. Because what we discovered the first time we started doing this, we would buy the books, and then the kids we didn't have a school bag, and then if it was raining, the books were getting damaged or dirty, so we bought them a school bag, and then it resulted that some kids didn't have shoes, so we bought some shoes. So from between 123 to €150 really is kind of the total amount of money that we spend per child per year with Father Francis. We're hoping to build a Catholic primary school and secondary school at some stage, but we don't have the funds. We never have money. Every time we start off the beginning of the year, we just don't have the money, but people are very, very generous, very, very kind. And I just wanted to express this in a video and to thank you for all the donations by cash, by PayPal, by Revolut, by different means that you've been giving money, and I'm just going to share some of the receipts that we have here just for transparency. So if anybody wants to dig in to what Robert Nugent is doing with the money, you're free to do so. You're free to contact the local bishop that supports Father Francis. You're free to contact Father Francis. You're free to contact the school directly. You're free to go out there and audit it, etc., etc. You'll see that you're free to contact the supplier that we're buying the books from. We have all of the receipts, so if anybody wants access to them, you're fully able to do so. Again, there's no admin fee on this. So if you're signed up on this channel and you're a member of this channel, every month I send that money on to Father Francis. I have receipts from that as well. And it wasn't something that we set up to do. I never envisaged we'd be doing this work, but sometimes when our Lord says to me, I want you to help this priest, and I said, okay. So, and believe me, it's difficult. It's difficult because you're kind of, because we've been looking to try and see if we can get an Irish charity to set up, and I just do not have the time to do that. I don't have the time to go through the whole thing, and so at the moment we're doing it the way we are doing it, and keeping records and so forth. But I hope someday we will be able to do it if I had the time. But I just wanted to express the big thank you. You have no idea the impact that education has on a child. And in some of these countries, if you have no money, you have no education. And that's simply it. And I was just thinking that two of my kids are doing exams in Ireland, and it's the mocks, this mock exam that you do before your proper exam. I think I paid €160 or something like this just for an exam in Ireland, really, or something like this. And you've no idea the scale of what €160 does in Uganda. When I think of school here in Ireland, every week we would pay 25 or €30 I give to the kids for food or something like this, whereas that same amount of money that I give to my kids once a week in Ireland, they're spending €5 or €4 every day in a school canteen. That same amount of money will feed a child in Uganda for a whole year. You know, just to put it in context, the scale of the difference between the two countries. And you know, a soul in Uganda is as valuable to God as a soul in Ireland. In God's eyes, there doesn't exist these barriers, the human barriers that we put up. A soul in Uganda could reach the heights of union with God in contemplation, the same as a soul in Ireland. So, you know, when this veil is lifted here on earth, and when we go to the next to heaven, you know, we might see things from a very different point of view. So I just wanted to express that thank you to so many people that have helped Father Francis. Again, it's not something I decided to set up. This blog wasn't a project that I said, I'm going to do a Catholic blog and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. None of that. I never intended to do this. I've never said in my videos, like and subscribe and share my videos on my channel. You know, my message to you is like and subscribe to Christ. Go to Christ, know him, because I'm a very pale evangelizer compared to the true love that you will get by union with God. You know, by encountering Christ in the Eucharist, time spent in adoration, etc., etc. You know, but still, I suppose this is where we've landed out, and Christ specifically wanted this priest helped in Uganda. And as I said to Father Francis, please invite me to your Episcopal ordination one day when you get nominated. But as a joke, we never know the people that we help as we go along in life. But you know, I just wanted to thank Father Francis for sending us on all the receipts, for keeping us updated. And if you'd like to help, there's a link below to the Caesar Smile Foundation. If you go to the donation field, you will see it goes to Deacon Paul, who owns the PayPal link, and he's sending it on to him. And we'd just like to thank everybody for their support. Anyway, God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.